Good morning. Today we will continue with the chapter The 100 Dresses Part 2. So first of all, the summary of the lesson. So this lesson begins with the students in room number 13 admiring the beautiful drawings that were made by Wanda Petronsky. So Miss Mason, she receives a letter. She receives a note from Wanda's father informing that none of his two children will attend the school as they are moving to a big city, and there nobody will judge them for their names. And Miss Mason, that time she was quite shocked, and she did talk to the class, and she did tell the children that they did not she hopes that the children did not do it intentionally. So she just developed an urge to apologize to Wanda Petronsky. So Peggy and Maddie, so both of them, they were best friends, and it was Peggy who always started the dress game. So both these girls, they wanted to apologize to Wanda Petronsky. So they run to Bogan Heights, and they were just thinking that the Petronskys, they might not have moved by that time. But when they went there, when they reached Bogan Heights, so that was the time when there was no sign of life in and around the house. So Maddie, although she did not say anything to Wanda Petronsky, but she did she never stood against the wrong that was going on against Wanda Petronsky. So both of them, Peggy and Maddie, they decided to write a letter to Wanda, and they just wanted to apologize, but they meant to be apologetic, but they ended up writing a friendly note asking her how she likes the new place. And it was Christmas. That was the time when Miss Mason announced that she received a letter from Wanda, and it is that she tells the class that she misses everyone. She misses Miss Mason also, and she just told Maddie and Peggy to take up the dress, the green and the blue dress that she had talked about, to these two girls. And she just told the other children in the class also to keep the dresses, because she has another 100 in her closet. So both these girls, they were happy to receive it, and later on they realized that the faces were drawn along with the dresses, and they both just concluded that Wanda did like them also, and Wanda had forgiven both of them. So now let's discuss the message that is conveyed through the story. So the 100 Dresses Part 2, it has a very clear message. So it conveys to us that we should never hurt the feelings of other intentionally or unintentionally. So if we do so, then we have to suffer in one way or the other. And it is not only do we hurt the object of our dislike, but we hurt ourselves in the process. And this realization of which often makes us feel guilty. So this is what happens in the story also. Earlier, Peggy and Maddie and the other girls in the class, they used to teach Wanda Petronsky, and it is when she left the school, her absence and a letter from her father made Peggy and Maddie feel guilty and remorseful. So they wanted to make the changes for their wrong behavior, but it was too late before these people could make amends. So now let's talk about the aptness of or suitability of the title of the story, The 100 Dresses. So The 100 Dresses has an apt title, and the second part, it focuses on the 100 dresses Wanda to possess. So like she had actually 100 designs of different dresses. So Wanda, when she was bullied by Peggy, Maddie and the other girls, so that was the time she used to tell them a lie that she has 100 dresses. And it was the result of their excessive harassment that Wanda, she left the school. And it is when these girls, Peggy and Maddie, they received a letter. So that was the time, in that letter, she wished that Peggy should keep the design of a green dress, and while Maddie should keep the one with the design, she should keep the blue dress. So this gesture of Wanda, it was to show Peggy and Maddie that she looked upon them as her friends. So this made both these girls realize their mistake, and throughout the story, the 100 dresses, that is the design of the 100 dresses in reality that is being talked about, it remains in focus, and this makes the title of the story meaningful.